Hello and welcome to Basic Jewelry Divas. And as you can see, I am placing the tools so that you can make sure you have them ready. The first thing that we are going to do is create a pair of earrings. So you should be in the Tickle My Ears video. Well, tickle my ears, something like that. So I'm Angela. And I welcome you to the world of jewelry. I am so glad you decided to join me. And we have a long creative journey together, ladies and maybe gentlemen. So let's get started. These are the round nose pliers, which I call the alligator. And if you've read your jewelry list, then you know what that does. I just like to give an in-person introduction to the team, aka the squad, because these are your main players in jewelry. Don't let anyone trick you into thinking you need something more. That's like saying I need a garlic press, and you really just don't. the real chefs don't use a garlic press. So, anywho, these are your wire cutters, self-explanatory, it cuts the wire. These are your flat nose, aka they call them needle nose pliers, whatever. I call them flat nose because it makes sense to me. And these are also called the cleaners. Okay, so it helps you clean up your jewelry to make it look more professional. So these are the three tools that you should have. They are also available. Oh my gosh, available as a kit of three, and then you may have some other tools in your kit too, but these are the three that we are using. Okay, you can also buy these separately, but I always say, and I talk with my hands a lot, so there you have that. But these are also available separately, but I would buy them as a set because duh, you need all three. So let's get started. I'm going to move these to the side for now. We are making a pair of earrings, so you would like to have two, oh, it would help if you could see it, two French ear wires, which, I just call them ear wires, but technically they're called French ear wires. Okay, these are the ones that we're using today. You should have two head pins, and if you've seen your list, it does look like a nail. Look at that. So that's the stopper. Okay, yeah. Did y'all see my camera just have the audacity to adjust itself? Get with the program. So you're going to need one of these. It doesn't have to be this long. They come in different sizes. I actually have one that's smaller in size, but they come in various sizes, different thicknesses or gauges. So I'm using this one, and this is going to stop the bead because that's what we're doing today. We're stopping the bead with this. So you want to make sure that whatever bead you choose, and we're just making a single earring today, um, jewelry divas or gents, jewelry gents. I'm gonna do that one too, because I did actually have a gentleman in one of my classes, so that was cool. So this is very simple. I want you to make sure that your head pin is gonna fit through that bead. Otherwise, choose a different one. It doesn't matter what color or how big your bead is. Just make sure that when you slide it on, it stops. Now, if your bead fell off, then the hole is too large for what we're trying to do today, and you may want to change them out. Okay, so we're sliding that on there. Now, we're just going to make a simple loop. You guys, this is the first class, the first lesson, and you're going to learn how to make just the most simple bead ever, simple pair of earrings, I should say, ever. So what I want you to do is I want you to hold the bead and make sure you're holding the bottom as well. Okay, and you're just going to use your thumb to push over and make an angle. Okay, so it's going to angle that way. I want you to take your wire cutters and just cut a little bit off so that you have enough that you're going to make a loop. Now I'm going to work up and down, okay? Because I need you to see how I position my wrist. And I've taught this technique to students. I had a group of, I believe, 5th graders one summer. They said, Miss Angela, this is very uncomfortable. Yes, life is uncomfortable. Learn the lesson now, because the growth is in when you are getting uncomfortable. Okay, so I have my round nose pliers. You see how I have my hand position, but I'm going to make it so that my hand is upside down, because I'm going to grab this wire, or the top of this head pin on the angle, and I'm going to roll over so that my hand is actually in the position that it should have been. That's the comfortable position. But first, before we do that, let me explain something. So we're about to make what is called a simple loop, okay? So however big you want your loop is where you want to position that wire when you grab it, or grab it. That's how big your loop is going to be. So if you want really tiny loops, you're going to have it somewhere here. If you want humongous loops, you're going to have it here. Now, how do you make your loops consistent? You can always take a permanent marker and mark your tools so that you will have consistent loops in every design that you make, or every pair of earrings that you make, or whatever you're doing. I don't mark mine, I eyeball it. That's just, I don't know, that's just me. So that's that tip, okay? So I'm going to position in between the alligator's mouth, okay, holding the bead, and I'm always going to sing to you. So deal with it. I might not get an invite to karaoke, but it's okay. No harm, no foul. But this reminds me of the story. There were 2 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Can you tell I used to work with children? But guess what? While I was singing to you, we just made a simple loop. Okay, so all I did was I rolled that wire to touch the loop. Why? And to make it so that, there we go, that it touches the back of the neck. Okay, now this is not actually the kind of loop I want. I need to break the neck. And that sounds so violent, but it's so helpful. So let's do our how to get away with murder story. So you've kissed the guy, yeah, let's make it sexy. The guy has kissed the back of her neck as they part from one another for the night. The date is over. Actually, they met on Craigslist. Okay, I don't know. I'm just making this up. But they met on Craigslist, so she doesn't know him that well. He comes behind her, grabs her by the neck, and kind of breaks the neck a little bit. So that's what I did. I created that little thing right there. And then he walks away. I'm going to fix that a little bit because I want to bring it down just a little bit more. But that's what happened. That wasn't cool, but it benefits us because it makes the loop stand up a little better. Okay? I know you're like, listen, all the stories aren't violent, but I realize that the television shows that are on right now are. So, boom, there it is. So you're going to take your ear wire. You're going to insert your pliers, your round nose, into the ear wire, and you want to pull this forward to open that loop. Did you know that you could open that loop? Some people go to the side. I don't want to go to the side. And then you just place it on there just like that. Okay? Place it on there like that. Take your pliers and close it again. It's like a mouth. And there you go. You have your first pair of earrings. And you're like, but Angela, you only made one. I give you the sample and you follow up and do it yourself. So that is our first pair of earrings. Very classy, very sassy, elegant. How easy was that? Now, I want to tell you something. This is the part that I cut off, right, from that head pin. Let me show you. Remember how we made a simple loop at the top? Let me show you something. This does not go to waste, okay? It can always be transformed into something else. So I want you to grab that, and we're going to make a simple loop with the break the neck. Watch this. Except you don't have to position like this. You can be regular. I want you to just take it and roll under, right? So, see how we did that? And watch this. Now you have to come under that loop and behind and break the neck just a little bit. And let's see. Are we going to be great today? Are we? Yep, there we go. Camera, you got to catch up with me. I'm too fast for you. So what we just did is you just made an eye pin. So now, watch this. I'm going to take a bead. I'm going to put it on there like that, right? I'm going to push it over with my thumb like we've been doing, right? I'm going to cut just a little bit off, just a tad. I'm doing my roll over to make that loop. This time I'm not going to break the neck because I kind of like how that looks. And what if I take this bead off of here? See, I'm recycling for this project. It's like a 2-for-1. This is now what they call in the bead world a unit. Okay, so I can add this to anything, right? Watch this. So I'm going to open one of the loops that we just made, because when you have an eye pin, it's like a comma when you're writing. It's to be continued until the period, which is the head pin would be the period. Okay, so watch this. I'm just going to add that onto there. I'm going to go back in and close that loop. And now you have a new something or the other because they work together, right? And watch this. Watch this. This is amazing. Amazing. You just put that on your earring, close that bottom loop back up. And did you just create 2 pair of earrings? What? I mean, 2 designs, right? That's pretty freaking awesome. Now, let me show you something else. This is gonna freaking blow your mind. Watch this. What if I want to change this design? Take this off. And I happen to have chain over here because I taught something for another class. I'm just going to add the 2 pieces of chain to this. Close this back up. Close my loop. What just freaking happened? Did I just create another earring? Yes, I did. Let's lay that down there. So you see, the eye pen actually gives you more creative space. That was amazing. So technically in this one video, you just learned how to make 3 different pair of earrings. OMG. That, my friends, oh, I keep leaning forward. Yeah, I have a bow on my shirt. That, my friends, is how exciting and open jewelry creating is. And if you just watch this video and just do those 3 techniques, that is just amazing. But guess what? I have more stuff to show you. So catch me in the next video. Let me know how you liked the video. Comment in the Facebook group or email me and let me know, hey, Angela, that was pretty effing cool. Can I say effing? I just did. All right, so I will see you in the next video.